Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is me again, Moritz for MVRugby, and what a absolute wonderful weekend we had. I don't think I've seen rugby like this in a long time. It was just absolutely fantastic. They favoured the ball running and movement above kicking, up and overs. We did see quite a few sort of chip and chases going on in a lot of the games. Absolutely fantastic movements, especially like in the Bulls versus Cheetahs game, where the forwards started really do a lot more running and ball handling, tactical moves, which you more often than not see from the back row. So yeah, it was quite exciting entertainment this weekend. The Cheetahs, obviously facing the Bulls on Friday, ended up in a draw. What a game! Both teams really opening the floodgates. Cheetahs really coming in hard in the beginning of the game, scoring 3 tries before half time. I think the Bulls only managed 1. And then sort of in the 52nd minute, the Bulls came back, and they really came back hard. It was nail-biting at the end, really. It was like, Bulls scoring, Cheetahs scoring, Bulls scoring, Cheetahs scoring, and eventually it came down to some penalty kicks to equalize the scores. It was an exciting game, honestly. Although no team won, they were pretty evenly matched, I have to say. I think both captains can be really proud of their boys. Nizam Carr really, got his men to play a hard game. So well done to the Bulls. Honestly, some of the best playing I've seen in a long time. Then Western Province facing off against the Pumas, the Griffins on Saturday evening. Really well played. It was the Sharks before that, playing against the Pumas, and also Pumas really came in hard. There was almost like a nail-biting kind of moment right at the end where you're thinking, oh my god, are they going to equalize? It's going to be the second draw of the weekend. Yeah, we saw this absolute fantastic play right at the end, where it was like nail-biting. The Sharks, forcing a penalty from the Pumas side, putting the ball over quite comfortably for the penalty kick, and then right at the 80th minute, the Pumas putting a penalty kick over to equalize the scores 44-all. Where the Cheetahs and the Bulls equalized on 34 points each. What a absolutely fantastic weekend of rugby. It was just amazing. Absolutely, to see these young lads performing and absolutely going out for everything in their respective games this weekend. Just fantastic play. We have the Western Province that followed that absolutely magnificent Sharks game, like I said earlier, and it was unfortunately not the kind of result and match the Griffins wanted. There was a lot of energy from them, but it seems like the Western Province did jack up their defense quite well from the last weekend. I don't know if they heard me. Or maybe the performance of the Griffins in the previous weekend against the Cheetahs was kind of a warning to them. It's like, really need to do better. You need to jack up your game. And so they did, scoring quite a few tries within the first half. First try scored by Khan, converted by Blommetjies. Then De Villiers scored a try, again converted by Blommetjies. Clayton Blommetjies doing exceptionally well on kicking duty for the Western Province that weekend. And then we have the Nicole Ware that came in with his try for the first try for the Griffins, and then Kota basically on the 29th minute converting that. Marcus basically coming in twice with a try, first unconverted, then converted by Blommetjies, which led us up to half-time with a score of 29-17. And that's basically where it stays for the Griffins for the rest of the game. Nicole, we're getting a red yellow card on the 62nd minute. Really didn't do well for the Griffins, unfortunately. It just went downhill from there. And then we saw Robbie Petzer, unfortunately, having quite a serious injury. A head contact, I think, in the ruck that kind of, I think it must have broken his nose or something. The announcer did say that he was going off for he's probably going off for a concussion test. But from what I could glean, from observed on the field, he did come up with a cut on his nose. So I'm sort of thinking a broken nose, possibly. But he was coughing up blood. At first, I thought it was like vomiting, which would make sense for the concussion test, but concussion doesn't really, there's no reason to throw up blood. Blood normally would indicate internal bleeding, but coughing up blood from blood going down sort of the back of the nose, from a broken nose into the throat area, then coughing it up, that will make a lot more sense. But he was off with injury, unfortunately, which kind of saw the end of his game. I don't think he came back on, and that was kind of a bit of a knock for the Griffins there, losing to the Western Province 39-17 on full time. They did fight quite hard for their points as well, but no tries after that. Khan scored again in the 67th minute. In the 67th minute, and basically getting the score up to 37-17, which was converted then again by Khan himself, converted his own try, and that's basically where it stayed. 39-17, that was the end game for the Griffins versus Western Province. Really feeling sad for the Griffins. They gave it their all. I mean, these guys really played hard. A lot of energy, a lot of ball movement, moving the ball to the back line and trying desperately to get a few up and overs, going for it, but just couldn't break through the Western Province defences, except for the one try, scored by Nicole Ware in the first half. But unfortunately, c'est la vie. It just wasn't their day. It's really sad for them because they haven't won a single game in this season of the Currie Cup. It almost seems unfair because they really fought. In every game that I saw of theirs for the season, they really fought hard. Unfortunately, it just was the Western Province to be this time around. Then coming into the Griquas versus the Lions, last game of the weekend on Sunday. Again, Griquas fighting really hard, doing a lot better than the Griffins, I have to admit. These guys gave it a lot more pressure, a lot more movement, and a lot more attacks by the Griquas. Unfortunately, the Golden Lions being the stronger team with a lot more defenses going on, but also seriously lacking in defense. The Griquas scored 2 tries in the first half, but again, also lacking in quite a bit of defense there, with the Golden Lions basically punching through about 4 times in the first half. So already getting the bonus point there. It was a weekend for bonus points, really. I mean, both the Bulls, the Griffins, the Bulls, the Cheetahs, the Pumas against the Sharks, each one scoring their bonus points there. The Western Province scoring their bonus points against the Griffins there, and then of course now the Golden Lions really securing their bonus points, as well as the Griffins, but it just wasn't meant to be. We had Bester and Hofke scoring the tries in the first half for the Griffins, and then we had Du Plessis, Versaghi, Nodia, and Du Plessis again scoring for the Golden Lions within the first half. Du Plessis going really strong, for his team, scoring 2 tries within the first half. Then we see in the second half Cairns and Steyn scoring both tries for the Golden Lions, and then Mahoney and Kruger scoring there for the Griquas. But yeah, fantastic weekend of games. We're really looking forward to the next round 6 coming up this weekend, and then of course we have the the Rassie's 23-man taking on the Australians in Perth, I think, on the 10th of August. So there's going to be a bit of a foreshadowing. We're going to have to, obviously decide which ones we're going to start, prefer watching. I prefer, obviously I'm going to need to lack out on some of the Currie Cup games to watch the Boks playing the Australians. But already Rassie's coming up with quite a strategy here in the team makeups. I will cover the full lineup this coming Friday, and we'll have to see what happens. I mean, we've already got Andre Pollard taking a bit of a sideline here with Albrecht Low coming up in 8th man, and then Sasha Feinberg Komazulu have been chosen for the fly-out position. He'll be donning the number 10 jersey instead of Pollard, which is quite a move, bold one by Rassie, and I really hope that Sasha can pull his weight there. He's been absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure he's going to make another impression and major impact in this game. Watching him closely, obviously, this weekend, and then Grant Williams is starting on the bench. So that's basically, the lineup I've got for you at the moment. A bit of a sneak preview there. But we will be getting a bit more clearance from what the whole lineup will be on Friday. Rassie obviously having already made his first media appearance in Australia. The guys have been practicing there already. They've landed, I think, last week. Holding thumbs for our boys, and we'll see what the team lineup is going to be closer to the weekend. I haven't received any news on the Australian side yet, but like I said, I will cover that coming this Friday. So with that in mind, Cape Townians, we're having quite a bit of better weather this week. But it's still quite cold here at night, so I'm going to tell you to still keep your beers on ice for this weekend's rugby, because it promises to be quite a fantastic one. And then getting that bright fires lit on the Saturday to support our Boks, and I'll be right there rooting with you guys. Cannot wait for it. Personally, cannot absolutely wait. This is going to be an exciting one. I think the last time I've really seen an exciting Springboks versus Australian game was the one when Nick White took a bit of a dive for his a mustache. Poor him. Oh my god, I don't think he's ever lived that down. I still remember the absolute ribbing he got from Springbok fans on the airport. Just absolutely, started singing for him, and he, lamenting his mustache. And the brutal attack he took from Faf de Klerk on that one. But guys, I cannot wait for that, and I hope you guys are excited as I am about that one. I'll be looking forward to absolutely, going for it this weekend. And you guys, peace out and keep well. Thanks for watching.